morning, everybody. It's Pacemaker and Buttons here. Actually, as you're watching this, you might be sitting on your couch in your comfy clothes with your comfy shoes and your popcorn being warm. But we're heading up to a mountain today for some training, and it's 26 degrees. It's cold. So we just wanted to say hello, and we wanted to document our training today for ourselves. But we will be hiking the trail come February, and we've got about 4 months that we can train really hard. That's what we're doing, getting out there, busting butt. Anyway, it happens to be, come to think of it, Halloween, October 31st. So let's hope we don't see any Blair Witch Project juju stuff in the trees today, because I wouldn't be happy. But I do have some hiking stories I can tell you guys as I'm hiking today. We're going to hike about 10 miles, and seeing as though it is Halloween, stay tuned, because I've got about 3 stories that are kind of creepy, that are true stories. One of them happened to pop Pacemaker and I on the trail here. But anyway, just want to say hello. We're just checking in, and we'll talk to you later. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, I'm back. Pacemaker and I are still walking. It's 33, 36 degrees, something like that. And we've gone a couple of miles, and it's been about an hour. And I promised you that if you tune back in, I'll tell you a story while we're hiking. So forgive me in advance if I get out of breath, because I'm not sure if we'll be going uphill or not. So, there was a time where Pacemaker was deployed, and I had the kids at home, and I was going to take them to our local hiking spot, and it was a Friday night, and my daughter had gone to bed because she was really young, but our 2 sons, middle school and high school age, wanted to watch the Blair Witch Project with me. Now, I debated, and then I said, well, sure, why not? So, it was fall. It was that time of year. I don't normally watch scary movies, but we watched it together, and I think it mortified the boys. And the next morning, when we were getting ready for the hike, Cody said, Mom, you do realize, Cody's my oldest, you do realize we just watched the Blair Witch Project last night. And I thought, ooh, what kind of a mother am I? However, the funny part to the whole story was the state park that we were going to go hiking in was called Devil's Den. That was creepy. More later. Tune in. Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm here for story number 2. It's Halloween, remember, so I gotta tell you some scary stories. I'm gonna try to do this while I'm hiking, so again, bear with me. Okay. This is a story, real true story, when Pacemaker and I were doing some training, hiking training, and we were wanting to go to this local, close 6 miles down the road from the house, trail that we'd heard about near the river. Now we live near the Arkansas River, and there are many tributaries, and we were going to go down a 7-mile hike this one particular day. It was summertime-ish. We were wanting to try out some gear in the heat, which I don't recommend. It was miserable. But we did it anyway. We were going down this trail. We weren't in a quarter of a mile, and the weirdest thing was we found this very old cemetery, very old graves, like 1700s. Some of them didn't even have dates on them. Tiny little square concrete things poking up out of the ground. It's very eerie. Anyway, we kind of gave our respects, kept on walking. And remember now, we were on this 7-mile hike. So we were near the end. We were on mile 6. And Pacemaker stopped suddenly because there was a big black snake laying across the trail, and he didn't want to disturb it. Didn't want to step over it or go around it, so we just stopped. And we're sitting there waiting for this snake to mosey on. And then, after standing there for a little bit, I told Pacemaker, I said, "Nudge it. Let's get going, because I didn't want to stand here. It was hot and sticky and muggy, and I didn't want ticks and chiggers and jumping on me." So he nudged it, it moved along, and just about as we were starting to walk away, we heard these drums. Now, if any of you have ever watched the movie Jumanji, you know exactly the sound that I'm talking about. That percussion, timpani, bass drum type sound. Well, anyway, it went boom, 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 boom. And we're like, wait, did you hear that? And we stood there for a second, and then it did it again. And then we're like, there's somebody up there playing a trick on us. So I hollered out, I don't remember what I said, and I said, "Are you trying to scare us?" And all of a sudden it went boom, 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 like loud and fast. Pacemaker and I looked at each other, and he said, "That wasn't good." And I said, "Heck no, let's get the heck out of Dodge." We ran, literally ran that last mile out of that yucky trail on that hot summer's day, out of there. Now mind you, we're in our 50s. We're not spring chickens. But I tell you what, when that adrenaline kicks in, you better darn believe it. We ran that last mile out of there. So, excuse me, my nose is dripping. That was a scary moment. Happy Halloween. Pacemaker's putting up the tripod. We're gonna try to be fancy. We're just trying some equipment today too. We always try something different on every hike, whether it's a piece of clothing, a piece of gear, electronics, something. So we're road walking, cutting about 3 miles off of our hike today. Trying to get back to the car as soon as possible because Halloween played a trick on Pacemaker and buttons today and caused us to have the squirties in the woods. Yeah, no fun. And with that being said, just enjoy this little view because there's a deer in the road there in front of Pacemaker. I haven't, I wanted to videotape that while I saw the deer there. But anyway, that's the true story of today. That wasn't the other story I was going to tell you. The deer ran away. The other story I was going to tell you was I thought I would entertain myself with some hiking videos, or excuse me, not videos, some hiking movies. One time while Pacemaker was TDY somewhere, and I decided to watch this movie named The Ritual. Most of you in the hiking community knows about that movie. I don't recommend it, not by yourself, especially when you get ready to go hiking. And then I saw another movie, I forgot the title of it, but it was about this man and woman going to the woods, this young couple. He was going to propose to her. He was going to take her to where he used to go as a child, as a little boy. And this movie I thought was awesome at first, until a bear came and ate his foot off in the tent. I know, right? A bear attacked them at camp. He died, and the rest of the movie was her just trying to survive. I don't remember the title of that movie, but if you do, just put it in the comments below. I mean, in this video. But yeah, we're having to make this little bit of a trek short today. The weather was perfect for hiking, but wasn't perfect for our butts. So we're heading back to the car.
Hey everybody, we're home now. We just want to do a quick roll-up of what we did today. And we were at Lake Fort Smith and did a total of 6.5 miles for the day. And that's our Katie. She didn't go with us today, but we had a lot of fun. So, how about you?
Had a really good time. The temperature was perfect. It was a little cold starting out, but
yeah,
we warmed up soon after.
I think it was about, what did we say? It was 24 when we got started, and it warmed up to about 40, I think, out there. But yeah, the fingers were a little numb and the ears were a little cold, but we survived and got a lot of work done. We got a lot of more work to do, but thanks for coming along with us, and we got some more videos shortly within the next few months, and we're gonna show our gear and do shakedown hikes. But thanks for coming. Bye.